All the Money in the World from Ridley Scott is about the true-life kidnapping of John Paul Getty's grandson in the 1970s. The film originally starred Kevin Spacey in the role of J. Paul Getty, but with his impending legal issues and allegations, the studio and Scott felt it was better to remove him from the film and recast. Now, if you saw the original trailers with Spacey in it, it didn't look like he had a whole lot to do in the movie. Maybe it was some cameos or something like that. This is not the case. They had a lot of the movie to reshoot. They chose Christopher Plummer to replace Spacey, and Plummer does a really good job. Now, I'm not sure if it's because it was reshot or just how the story was being told, but it seemed like some vital pieces of information were being missed from the telling. And even in parts, it felt rushed, or that I didn't have the whole story. And it was a bummer because it made the film a little less enjoyable. Michelle Williams plays the kidnapped Getty's mom, and she does really well. She's very convincing as being the defeated character who's up against the titan of her family, which is the Gettys. Mark Wahlberg plays a private security fixer employed directly by Getty. He's tasked with bringing the boy back at the lowest cost possible, even though Getty is the richest person in the history of the world. Crazy, right? All the money in the world, and it's in the trailers. How much would you pay to get your grandson back? Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, Getty is not a likable character, and you're not supposed to like him in the film. It's interesting from a historical perspective, all the goings on and the ins and outs of the family and how he uses his money, how he gets his money, how he keeps his money. All of that, very interesting. But as far as just a film goes, it was kind of flat and a little bit boring. It drags on unnecessarily, and you really do feel the 132 minutes. Crazy enough, probably the most sympathetic character in the film is the kidnapper. Go figure, right? There's no sex or nudity, a little bit of drinking, smoking, and drugs, a little bit of violence, and a scene of torture. Good acting and an interesting story aren't enough to pull the film out of its rut of feeling rushed and just having a lack of information. I wanted it to be so much better. I give All the Money in the World 3 out of 5 couches. I'm Chris, this is Movies and Munchies. Thanks for couching with me.